En la radio, por Nacional AM y FM, Crisol, y por nuestras redes Instagram Live, @Nacional FM Panamá, @Crisol FM Panamá, Facebook Live, Nacional FM, Panamá, Crisol FM Panamá, y Twitter, @Nacional FM y Crisol FM. Nacional 101.7, Crisol 106.9 FM, Radio Nacional 840 AM, junto a Ser TV y Meduca, presentan Conéctate con la Estrella. Estamos comprometidos con la formación pedagógica de la niñez panameña.
Conéctate con la Estrella, es el proyecto de todos. Y si cantamos a coro.
Hello, hello! We are back for 10th, 11th, and 12th graders. We have here Teacher Josita.
Yes, as Teacher Evelyn said, today we got another interesting day of learning, okay? We got interesting topics for you, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. But we got a special guest today, Teacher Evelyn.
That's right, and it's psychologist Osiris Moreno.
Hola,
Welcome
hello
back.
teachers. ¿Cómo están?
Bien, gracias.
Buenas tardes, queridos estudiantes. Nuevamente aquí su psicóloga Osiris Moreno en un minuto para ti. Y esta tarde vamos a hacerte la siguiente pregunta. ¿Has oído hablar de la resiliencia? Se le llama resiliencia a la capacidad que te ayudará a adaptarte de la mejor manera para enfrentar las adversidades. Todos podemos volvernos resilientes. Se trata de algo universal, sin ningún tipo de distinción, es decir, que todos podemos ser resilientes. Seguramente todos hemos tenido algún momento en nuestra vida que ha sido duro y en el que hemos tenido que ser resilientes. Entonces, si una persona se ve envuelta en una situación complicada, es capaz de sacar algo positivo de la tragedia vivida. Tenemos una historia de resiliencia, es la historia de Adriana Macías. A pesar de que sus padres siempre le insistieron que utilizara las prótesis para los brazos, pues ella no tenía brazos. Adriana nunca supo adaptarse a estas prótesis. Estos son los brazos artificiales. Los doctores siempre le decían que era imposible que pudiera llevar una vida normal y autónoma, solo con el manejo de los pies. Cuando llegó a la adolescencia, todo se le volvió negro, pues vivía en un mundo donde todo el mundo tenía brazos. A esa edad, muchos pensamientos negativos le venían a la cabeza. Sin embargo, aprendió a reírse de su situación y con el gran apoyo de sus padres, se convirtió en una mujer independiente y autónoma. Es decir, ella no le importó si no tenía brazos, ella sabía que ella podía hacer las cosas. Por otro lado, miren, estudió Derecho, oratoria, redacción. Desde los 18 años está viajando por el mundo dando conferencias y charlas a los jóvenes para motivarlos a que se superen, así como ella hizo. Otros chicos con todos sus brazos y todo, y de repente no tienen la misma motivación. En cambio, ella es un ejemplo, ¿verdad? Entonces, ella también ha escrito libros y a base de mucha práctica ha sido capaz por completo ya de girar los dedos grandes de los pies. ¿Y qué hace con ellos? Escribe, se maquilla, agarra las cosas. Y aunque la vida no ha sido tan color de rosas para ella, está completamente feliz porque ya ha cumplido uno de sus sueños, tener una familia. ¿Y tú, joven, has sido resiliente alguna vez? ¿Cómo lo hiciste? Recuerden, jóvenes, que tenemos las líneas de apoyo emocional. En Colón, 470-0457. En Veraguas, 998-2474. Panamá Oeste, 515-7396. Thank you, professors.
Wow, that was an interesting story. Oh,
Teacher Evelyn, before you start, I want to send some greetings here to people who are joining the classes. We got Insta, Ana Cecilia. People asking about the grade. It is 10th grade. We're going to start with 10th grade. Josefina Smith. People who are joining the class, remember that you can participate. You can send your responses, okay? You can work with us. You can interact with us here in class, okay?
yes.
Teacher Evelyn.
Hello, hello to them. Okay, let's begin with lesson number 10th grade, and the topic for today is the impact of good nutrition. The impact of good nutrition. But before, I'm going to tell you a joke. Okay, it's a joke. Knock, knock. Who's there? Calling. Calling who? Calling the doctor. I'm sick. Okay, it's very that teachers try to improve jokes because that makes students laugh and also because can break the ice. Okay, let's back to the topic. And for the impact of good nutrition, we have learning objectives that you will be able to read a food label. And also, I'm going to teach you quantifiers correctly in speech. Okay. Now, did you know? Pay attention. Did you know exercise will give you more energy even when you are tired? Remember, when you are tired, you just turn on the radio, put music, right? And then just do 5 minutes of exercises, right? And you can get energy. So this is very important. Every day we can do for at least 5 minutes. And the vocabulary, where you guys need to practice this vocabulary so you can improve English. Teacher Yasira is going to help me to repeat the words. Okay, so guys, you do it at home. We have protein, nutrition, ingredients, junk food. Okay, let me talk a little bit about them. When we talk about protein, I'm going to give examples. We have the seafood, milk, cheese, eggs, and meat. There are some food that you can eat on our daily basis because we're going to get protein on that kind of food. When we talk about nutrition, that it will be the letter B, nutrition. It's the science, the study the nutrients of food, how amount we can eat or not, or what kind of food it will be better for our health. The letter C, that is the ingredients, right? It's just when we, for example, we want to make some recipe, right? We want to cook. We just put some ingredients on that kind of food. And the letter D, that will be junk food, right? Is usually unhealthy and also is high in calories from sugar or fat. So that is why it's very important not to eat junk food. Let's continue with vocabulary. Again, teacher Yasira is going to help me with the words. We have obesity, calories, sodium, cholesterol. Okay, I'm going to talk about a little bit of this. When we talk about obesity, is when we talk about a medical condition. Okay, it's involving an excessive amount of body fat. Okay, when we talk about calories, it's a unit of energy. And it's important to count the calories. When we talk about calories, son calorías. And when every food that we eat in our daily basis, right, estamos consumiendo calorías. And that is why we need to burn them. Y por eso tenemos que hacer ejercicio, tenemos que quemarlas. The sodium here, I'm going to give you examples. When somebody talk about that in the food, it's because they're talking about salt, sauces, salad dressing. That is why we need to consume that in a small amounts. Okay, because it's important not to eat a lot of that kind of nutrients over there. And the last one, we have the cholesterol. And is we have cholesterol in our body, but if we have a high cholesterol, then we will have a medical conditions. And also it will cause you heart attack. Even though the obesity, it will cause you heart attack. So that is why we need to eat healthy food. This is very important, students, okay? Now, how to read a food label. This is very important because all products that we buy at the supermarket have the food label. En la parte de atrás de cada producto siempre hay un stickers o una calcomanía pegado de una información de lo que contiene el producto. So I'm going to teach you how to read a food label. The food label has 6 important functions. We have the number 1 is the serving size. Es la porción que uno se sirve. It's not the whole product. It's just the serving size. Es la porción, una pequeña porción. Okay, and this is very important because Sometimes we just want to eat all the products and it's not. It's just a serving size. This is the information of serving size. Es la información que conlleva una porción de ella. The number 2 will be the calories. It is the calories from fat. And it is the amount per servings. Es la cantidad de calorías servidas. No es de todo el paquete. In this case, for example, it's a serving size 1 cup. It means that for 1 cup will be this kind of information. De un vaso me estoy consumiendo 250 calorías. Si yo me consumo el paquete, que en este caso dice servings per container, it will be 2. 2 cups of them will be 500 calories. Si me consumo 2 de ellas, 2 porciones que me dice el producto que lleva serían 500 calorías. Si es una porción, serían 250. Calories is 250. So it will be number 1, serving size. Number 2, the calories. Number 3, daily value. Okay, when we talk about daily value, it means that it will tell us the nutrients in 1 serving of the food. Es the nutrients, los nutrientes que conlleva. Okay? Number 4, nutrients to limit. Son los nutrientes que tenemos que estar pendientes, porque aquí incluye lo que es el saturated fat, trans fat, the cholesterol, the sodium. Okay, so this is very important, and more if you have the medical condition, if you are obese, or if you suffer of heart attack. The number 5 will be the nutrients to get enough of. It will be the vitamins and the minerals. They will give you an information about how much contain that nutrients to get enough. It will be the vitamins A, C, calcium, iron. It will be the vitamin B, and so on. Ahí les indica qué nutrientes son las vitaminas, los minerales. And the last one will be the footnote. In this case, some company gave you a little more detail about this. Aquí en la última, hay muchas empresas, muchas compañías que te hablan un poquito más acerca del producto. So remember, every time that you're going to buy at the supermarket, it's very important to read the food label. And it's important the serving size and the calories. Okay? Great. Remember that you can have this access to your booklet on page 81. Let's move on with the practice. Okay, teacher Yosira is going to help me with this practice.
Of course.
And number 1, potato chips and chocolate bars are examples of. It will be A or B. A, healthy food, or B, junk food. I'm going to repeat again the sentences. It's potato chips and chocolate bars are examples of A, healthy food, or B, junk food. And the number 2, too much fatty food causes. Too much fatty food causes A, obesity, or B, happiness. Remember, guys, that you can send the information through Instagram or through WhatsApp. Okay, guys? Now, teacher Yosira is going to help me. Potato chips and chocolate bars are examples of
Junk food. B.
That's right, the letter B. And number 2, too much fatty food causes obesity or happiness.
Obesity.
That's right. Very good. Thank you, teacher. Okay. Okay, let's continue for the grammar topic here, and it's about quantifiers. I'm going to talk about a little bit of much and many. Okay, when we talk about much, it's because there are nouns that we cannot count. And when we write in or speak in many, when we say many, it's because there are nouns that we can count. I'm going to give you examples. For much, how much milk does the recipe call for? How much milk? Milk, we cannot count the milk. That is why we write much. How much? And the example of many, how many roses do you buy? Many, we use many because we can count roses, right? There are nouns that we can count, we use many. How many? Remember that when using much, the noun will always in singular, okay? It cannot be plural. And when we're using many, the noun will always will be plural. Okay, very good. Let's move on with the practice. Okay, you have to complete it is how much or how many, and then you need to name the containers. I'm going to read the sentences, right, and you are going to send me the answers. The number one is a picture and it's a popcorn. It will be how much or how many. This is a bag, right, and also the container is popcorn. Teacher Yosira is going to help me. In this case, it's a question mark, okay? So we are going to use how much or how many.
Okay, number one will be how much. How much popcorn is there?
That's right, because it will be a little impossible to count the popcorns inside the bag. But we can count the bags of popcorns. So there is it will be?
There is a bag.
That's right, it's a bag. There is a bag of popcorns. Number two, we have the pictures that you're seeing here is milk. So it will be how much or how many.
How much?
That's right, because for us it's a noun that we cannot count. No se puede contar la leche. Sí puedo contar los cartones de leche, pero la leche como tal no la puedo contar. So it's a noun that we cannot count, so we use how much. And to fill in the blank with the container will be there is a of milk.
There is a cartoon.
That's
of milk.
right. Excellent. Thank you. And the number three, how many apples are there? I already did the answer. How many apples are there? It's how many because we can count the apples. Remember, the apples se pueden contar, so that is why we write how many apples, or when we talk, how many apples are there? Yes, teacher?
Okay, we got people joining the class, and we got Jay Said. Hello. How many? Number 3. Great.
Thank you. That's right. And the container, there is a of apples.
There is a box.
That's right. There is a box of apples. Containers es donde están colocadas ya sea el agua, la leche, el popcorn, las manzanas. Es donde está puesta el agua, ya sea botella, bolsa, cartón, la caja. So that is the containers, okay? So it will be the practice, the how much, how many, how much, and you can get it on your booklet, page 85. And I know that the time is off right now, right? But I'm going to give you a food idioms right now. Some people use food idioms when we want to talk. For example, a bad apple. Okay, a bad apple. What means? A bad person who has a bad effect on others in a group. For example, he's a real bad apple. Instead of saying he's a bad person, we can say he's a real bad apple. So this is a food idioms that we can give you for you guys, so you can talk a little bit more than just the grammar here. So the time is up for today, guys. Don't move. We continue with 11th grade.
11th grade, yes. Okay, so stay there.
Bye.
Con la visión de fortalecer la participación de los padres de familia y los integrantes de la comunidad educativa, escolar y regional, el Ministerio de Educación, en alianza con las emisoras comprometidos con la formación de todos los estudiantes a nivel nacional, ha creado el proyecto educativo Conéctate con la Estrella.
Hoy vamos a hablar de la comunicación para sexto grado.
Los números naturales son aquellos que nos permiten contar los elementos de un conjunto.
Donde miles de niños y jóvenes se beneficiarán con las clases dictadas por profesores a través de la radio para estudiantes de primaria, premedia y media. Una alternativa educativa para los estudiantes que se encuentran en casa respetando la cuarentena por la pandemia del COVID-19. De esta manera, Meduca y estas emisoras garantizan que la educación no pare y que los estudiantes panameños no afecten su proceso de aprendizaje, llevando a los maestros hasta su hogar. Gracias a los 40 principales, Radio Panamá, Más Música, Radio Mía, RPC Radio, Telemetro Radio, Osana Capital, TVN Radio, Nacional, Crisol, Radio Hogar, Radio Católica, La Voz Sin Fronteras y Radio Mi Favorita. Hoy más que nunca necesitamos estar unidos y bien informados.
Esto es un equipo y el equipo se llama Panamá.
El futuro del país está en la educación de nuestros jóvenes. El Ministerio de Educación ha lanzado diferentes proyectos educativos para que los estudiantes, profesores y padres de familia puedan acceder a estos recursos y sigan aprendiendo desde casa, como Ayudinga, Portal Educativo Educa Panamá, clases virtuales, foros educativos, capacitaciones para docentes, módulos didácticos, leemos un cuento y más de 300 cursos virtuales. Estas y otras iniciativas que impacten al país estaremos informando por Ser TV.
Conéctate con Estrella, es el proyecto de todos. Y si cantamos.
Hello, we're back with 11th grade. People, remember that you can join our classes, that you can interact with us. And we got another interesting topic today. But before we start, we got a special guest. Well, right now she's part of the team, Miss Osiris Moreno, who is going to give us some important tips that we have to take in consideration during this time. Miss Moreno.
Thank you very much, teacher Yosira. Buenas tardes, queridos estudiantes. Nuevamente con ustedes en un minuto para ti, su psicóloga Osiris Moreno. Y entonces, volviendo con el tema de la resiliencia, ¿verdad? Darse frente a la adversidad para seguir proyectándonos hacia el futuro. Cuando hablamos de un grupo de personas, podemos hablar de un país entero y de recuperarnos frente a una adversidad como la situación que estamos pasando, ¿verdad? La pandemia. ¿Saben cuáles son sus fortalezas, sus principales fortalezas y habilidades, limitaciones y defectos de una persona resiliente? Estas personas, como vimos en clases pasadas, se conocen muy bien a sí mismos, saben de lo que son capaces y de lo que de repente les da un poco de miedo o de lo que no se atreven a hacer. Son creativas, inventan, buscan formas nuevas para salir adelante y confían en esas capacidades que ellos tienen. Asumen esas dificultades como una oportunidad para aprender. Se rodean de otras personas que tienen actitud positiva. Buscan personas que estén siempre buscando la forma de ayudar y de solucionar las cosas, no de estar al contrario, ¿verdad? Y son tenaces, buscan la manera, no se dan por vencidas, afrontan la adversidad con humor, con risa, con una tranquilidad, buscan la ayuda de los demás y el apoyo de su grupo de amigos. Vamos a ver un ejemplo. ¿Cómo afrontarías tú el fracaso escolar? Alguno dirá, ¿qué me importa? Repito el año. Esta persona no es resiliente. Un estudiante resiliente aprende de haber fracasado. Retoma la materia con seriedad. Se pone a estudiar. Cumple con las asignaciones. Busca apoyo. Es tenaz. Enfrenta con valentía. Aunque tenga miedo por la cantidad de tarea o estudio. Sí se le ocurren algunas formas de hacer las cosas de otra manera, diferente. Entonces, eres resiliente cuando aprendes de la situación. Muchos chicos hasta dicen, voy a levantarme más temprano, voy a buscar ayuda, le voy a hablar a ese compañerito que es tan bueno en matemática para ver cómo yo aprendo de él. Se atreven sin miedo. Entonces, si hasta los niños pueden ser resilientes, si se les da la oportunidad, ¿por qué no atrevernos, queridos estudiantes? Y bueno, si te sientes abrumado, habla con tus padres, Departamento de Orientación, Gabinete Psicopedagógico o a la línea psicoemocional, que tenemos nuestros números en San Miguelito 233-5592, en Panamá Oeste 515-7396 y en Coclé 991-1024. Muchísimas gracias, profesores.
Thanks to you, Miss Moreno, for your advice. Okay, so for 11th grade, remember that you can chat us through Instagram and also through WhatsApp, okay? 6004-8182-6004-8182, okay? We're going to be reading your responses here. And if you have any question, also, we can help you. So, the topic for today, it's very interesting. It's about pollution. Remember, pollution is about contamination, something that is bad. It's negative for the environment, okay? And we're going to start by reading the learning objectives of this class. Students are going to be able, after this class, to learn and use words related to environmental issues and solutions by interacting with peers and writing essays in order to exchange opinions. Also, the students are going to be able to promote environmental awarenesses. Okay? Let's start by telling you an important information. Did you know that around 40% of the lakes in America are too polluted for aquatic life, swimming or fishing, and kills over 1 million seabirds and 100 million mammals annually? Okay,
Wow.
something very, very bad causing by pollution. Okay, so let's continue, and we're gonna talk about definition of pollution. Pollution is the contamination of air, water, soil, okay, and by substances that are harmful to living organisms. Can occur naturally, for example, through volcanic eruptions. So volcanic eruptions can cause pollution, but also as the result of human activities, such as the spilling of oil or disposal of industrial waste. So we can be the cause for pollution. Teacher Evelyn, you want to say something?
Yes, I want to say some greens here. Rufino Rodriguez, Mayris, Maria Fer, Atencio, Taira Castillo. Hello to them. They are here watching the Instagram.
Okay, thank you very much. Remember that you can participate in class, okay? We're waiting for your responses. The vocabulary. Teacher Evelyn is going to help me with the vocabulary, okay? We're gonna see a vocabulary related to the type of pollution that we can find, okay? We got number 1, air pollution,
Air pollution,
water pollution,
water pollution,
soil pollution,
soil pollution,
noise pollution,
noise pollution,
landfills,
landfills,
wildlife,
wildlife,
pesticide,
pesticides,
plastic pollution,
plastic pollution,
light pollution,
light pollution,
thermal pollution.
thermal pollution.
So as you can see, there are many ways that we can contaminate our environment. There are many ways. Talking about wildlife, vida salvaje, landfills. So these are places in where you can find a lot of garbage, okay? Mucha basura, lugares en donde se coloca la basura. Let's practice a little bit the vocabulary, and we gotta match each type of pollution to its cause, okay? So we got air pollution, we got water pollution, and we got soil pollution. So we're gonna see the causes, okay? And you have to tell us which one caused this situation, okay? A, fertilizers and pesticides used by farmers. Air pollution or water pollution? What do you think? Fertilizers and pesticides used by farmers. What do you think?
Okay, I have here answers from Instagram through Jay Said. He says smoke. He wrote smoke, and also he wrote one letter B.
Okay,
That's right.
Very good. Okay, that will be number 1. Air pollution will be B. Smoke from factories and cars. Very good. Let's talk about number 2. Water pollution. Water pollution. We got 2 responses here. We got fertilizers and pesticides used by farmers, or millions of tons of litter being thrown into the seas every year.
Okay, Jay saw he wrote 2 letter C, and also he wrote 3 letter A.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, 2 will be C, millions of tons of litter being thrown into the seas every year. And number 3, soil pollution, fertilizers, and pesticides used by farmers, okay? So these are the causes for these types of pollution, okay? Let's continue. We got a reading here talking about pollution. And before we start the reading, let's keep in mind some words that are important for you to take in consideration at the time you are listening to this reading. Al momento que están leyendo que están escuchando esta lectura, think about these words in order to understand the reading. Para entender la lectura, we think about pollution as contamination, as I said, waste, hablamos de basura, ¿verdad? Heating, talking about calentamiento, mining, minería, environment, medio ambiente, worldwide, todo el mundo, en todo el mundo, enacted, promulgado, okay? Pollution. Pollution can take form of chemical substances or energy such as noise, heat, or light. Pollutants, the components of pollution, can be either foreign substances, energies, or naturally occurring contaminants. Without pollution control, the waste products can overconsumption, heating, agriculture, mining, manufacturing, transportation, and other human activities, whether they accumulate or disperse, will degrade the environment, okay? To protect the environment from adverse effects of pollution, to protect the environment, many nations worldwide have enacted legislation to regulate various types of pollution, okay? So after reading this, we're going to respond to the next practice. Match each question to the correct answer. What forms pollution can take? What forms pollution can take? Okay, teacher Evelyn is going to help me with the responses. We got chemical substances or energy, or B, noise, heat, or light. Okay, if we got any response. Okay, that will be C, okay?
Okay, sorry, that's not right. Okay, yes, C, sorry.
Number 2, mention some of the chemical or energy forms in our environment. Chemical or energy forms, okay? That will be letter B, noise, heat, or light. And number 3, how can we prevent the pollution? Many nations worldwide have enacted legislation to regulate various types of pollution, okay? We got this much. Remember that you got your booklet in which you get access to this information on page 87, okay? We got another activity, very fun, okay? So it's about thumb up. When we say thumb up, es el dedo pulgar arriba. Thumb down, dedo pulgar abajo, okay? And we're going to listen to some words that if you consider are the right thing to do or the wrong thing to do. If it's right, if it's correct, we have to do the thumb up, okay? Dedo pulgar arriba. If it's not good for the environment, wrong thing to do, thumb down, okay? Dedo pulgar abajo, okay? We got word number 1, purification. It is right or wrong. If it's right, si es correcto, thumb up. Okay, good. Teacher Evelyn and Miss Moreno, they are doing the thumb up. Están haciendo el dedo pulgar arriba, okay? If you got access to the Instagram, you can send us your thumb up. Pueden mandarnos su dedo pulgar arriba para ver la práctica, para decir si es bueno o malo. Number 2, contamination.
Thumb down.
Right or wrong? Down. Okay. 3, cleanliness. Thumb up. Up. Okay. Deforestation.
Thumb down.
Thumb down. Okay. Sterility.
Up.
Up. That's up. That's good.
Yes.
6, extinction.
Down.
Down. That is thumb down. Okay. Purity. That is thumb up. Radiation.
Down.
Thumb down. And the last word, recycle.
Yes, both
thumb
of them.
up.
Thumb
That
up.
is very good. It's the right thing to do. Teacher Evelyn, I don't know if we got something there. Someone to send some messages or greetings.
Through WhatsApp, there are students that they are thumb up. Thank you so much.
Thank
That's
you.
right.
Very good. Thank you. Very good. Okay. Well done. And remember, just to remember that pollution is the contamination of air, water, and soil. And it's not good. Every time that we talk about pollution, it's something that it's harmful to living organisms and also to human beings, okay? Remember words like pollution, waste, heating, mining, environment, el medio ambiente, worldwide, that is something that is talking about around the world, alrededor del mundo, okay? And we got our assignment here also on page 88 of the booklet, write about causes of pollution, okay? List 3 causes of air pollution. Then think and write about things we need to change in order to stop pollution. So this is your assignment. Remember to list 3 causes of air pollution, tres situaciones que causan la contaminación del aire. Then think and write about things we need to change. What we need to do in order to change, para cambiar esto. And to stop pollution, para detener la contaminación. So it's a very interesting topic. I hope you like it. Thank you for your participation. And don't move because we're coming with 12th grade with another interesting topic. Okay,
That's right.
so
Don't
stay
move.
there. Don't move.
Thank you.
Conéctate, 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 conéctate.
El proyecto del Ministerio de Educación Conéctate con la Estrella también está en la radio. De lunes a viernes de 11 de la mañana a 12 mediodía es el turno de los chicos de primaria. Sintoniza Nacional AM y FM y Crisol. Prepárate para aprender y no quedarte sin saber, porque a las 2 de la tarde se vuelven a activar para los de premedia y a las 3 para los de media. Ya lo sabes, si eres de primaria, premedia o media, esto es para ti. Conéctate con la Estrella, un proyecto de Meduca, ahora en la radio, por Nacional AM y FM, Crisol, y por nuestras redes, Instagram Live, @Nacional FM Panamá, @Crisol FM Panamá, Facebook Live, Nacional FM, Panamá, Crisol FM Panamá, y Twitter, @Nacional FM y Crisol FM. La educación es un proceso que no termina nunca. Siempre hay algo nuevo que aprender. Conectado con la Estrella, proyecto insignia de SER TV, Meduca, Nacional y Crisol FM. Juntos lo hacemos.
Conéctate con la Estrella, es el proyecto de todos. Y si cantamos a coro todo el mundo.
We're back with 12th graders and another interesting topic. Let's remind you that okay? 81, 82. But before we start with this interesting topic for today, we got Miss Osiris Moreno, who is here to give us important advices that we have to take in consideration during this pandemic. Miss Moreno.
Thank you very much, teacher. ¿Cómo están, queridos estudiantes? Aquí nuevamente con ustedes en Un Minuto para Ti, su psicóloga Osiris. Que van a venir normalmente, pero es una opción si nosotros perdemos o ganamos esa situación, si nos adaptamos o no a esa situación. Entonces, hablando de este tema, continuando con la resiliencia, enfermedad, ya sea en las familias o en amistades, o conocidos, o de personas que hemos oído que están sucediendo. Ante las clases virtuales, te parece difícil, no te puedes concentrar, hay obstáculos que enfrentar. Y ante las restricciones de reuniones sociales, los jóvenes les gusta estar por naturaleza reunidos con sus amigos o familia en eventos deportivos, escolares, sociales. Estas 3 situaciones las podemos enfrentar con resiliencia. Coronavirus, clases virtuales, restricciones. Vamos a ver una historia donde podemos aprender de ella para salir adelante de estas situaciones. Es la historia de una madre peruana que estudia en la noche y su hijo de 10 años en el día, ambos con el mismo celular. Ven la situación difícil, ¿verdad? Antes ella iba a su escuela en la noche y el chico pues acudía a la suya. ¿Qué iban a pensar ellos que iban a necesitar usar este dispositivo porque no cuentan con computadoras u otra cosa, ni tablet? Entonces, un pequeño celular, de hecho, ni siquiera el más moderno o el más nuevo, es el que les está ayudando a los dos a salir adelante en sus estudios. Otros se frustran, no quieren hacerlo, dicen que no, pero ellos, miren, con todo ese esfuerzo lo logran. Viven en un pueblito alejado en un valle de Perú, metido, vamos a decirlo, sin agua corriente, luz o carretera, luz eléctrica. Imagínense, ella trabaja apoyando a la comunidad, alimentando a 75 familias, cocinando. Es un pequeño salario que ella tiene para salir adelante con su hijo. Se levanta a las 5 de la madrugada, atiende al niño, regresa a la 1 de la tarde a revisar las tareas del niño y a hacerlas de ella. Ella estudia en una escuela nocturna, como dije, en el 11º grado. Miren, está como ustedes, ¿verdad? Pero ya va en la noche. Desea terminar y obtener una beca para seguir la universidad, la carrera de educación inicial. Ella expresa que sabe que tiene que trabajar muy duro para obtener esa beca. Qué situación difícil, ¿verdad? Y nosotros aquí nos quejamos a veces y tenemos de todo. Tenemos agua, tenemos buenas carreteras, tenemos metro de Panamá, nos podemos movilizar y estas personas con mucho esfuerzo, con un celular, tratan de seguir adelante y no ven las cosas negativas. Ellas tratan de salir. Vamos a hacer todos lo mismo, ¿verdad, jóvenes? Pero bueno, si tú necesitas ayuda, habla con tus padres o docentes, o al departamento de orientación o al gabinete psicopedagógico, o puedes llamar a nuestras líneas en Chiriquí 774-4428, en Herrera 970-0278, Bocas del Toro 758-5377. Muchísimas gracias, profesores.
Thanks to you, Miss Moreno, for your information. Very important. Okay, so for 12th graders, we got the topic effects and measures to protect the planet during the COVID-19 outbreak. When we say outbreak, we talk about brote, okay? Brote de COVID-19, okay? Teacher Evelyn, you want to say something?
Yes, I want to say some greetings a Marta hacia Bocas del Toro y a Alex desde Chiriquí. And through WhatsApp we have 9226. He said that he's listened to us through the radio.
Very good. Thank you. And we got a special character here,
our
okay,
pet.
in Instagram. Yeah. His name is Estrellín. Estrellín is going to be responding to you any questions that you have there. Okay, he's in Instagram, so stay in touch.
Yes, also have here greetings. Saludos para Jason de Prekinder de Toulouse Centro.
Hello, Jason. Okay, so as I said before, the topic is about effects and measures to protect the planet during the COVID-19 outbreak. So, pandemic has affected worldwide since March, okay, marzo. But it has represented a good opportunity for the environment, which has been affected by global warming, okay? So, as we have to stay home, okay, so this has been a very good opportunity for the environment, okay? Even though we're living this difficult situation with the pandemic, okay? The learning objective of the class is that students are going to be able to use vocabulary and language related to global warming, effects, and measures. Also to learn and practice when to use gerunds and infinitive forms, okay? And we got an important fact here. Did you know that 10 million metric tons less of carbon dioxide emitted from aviation as a consequence of the COVID-19 outbreak? Gracias al brote y como consecuencia del brote, los aviones o la compañía de aviación ha dejado de emitir 10 millones de toneladas métricas de dióxido de carbono.
Wow.
Okay, very important. And we got a vocabulary here, Teacher Evelyn. As always, she's gonna help me with the pronunciation. Remember that you can pronounce the words at home, okay? Number 1, biodiversity.
Biodiversity.
Diseases.
Diseases.
Environment.
Environment.
Global warming.
Global warming.
Harmful.
Harmful.
Pathogens.
Pathogens.
Very good, okay? Talking about harmful, dañino, okay? And global warming, calentamiento global, okay? We got an interesting article talking about, is there any relationship between climate change and biodiversity loss with pandemic? Talking about climate change, cambio del clima, and biodiversity loss, pérdida de la biodiversidad Okay? Is there any relationship, alguna relación between these two? Okay? But before we start, I want you to think about these words from this reading. Researchers, investigadores, hypothesis, hipótesis, harmful, dañino, bite, mordida, raw, crudo. Think about these words in order to understand the reading. You want to say something? No? Okay, let's continue.
Just pay attention.
Okay, thank you. So, researchers have a hypothesis. What is the hypothesis? The virus passed from bats to human through an unknown intermediary animal, possibly a pangolin. As the temperature level increases, animals move from their environment looking for better conditions. Animals move, okay? Se movilizan. This movement allows humans to get into contact with other animals. Animals pass harmful, dañinos, pathogens to human beings. This process is called zoonosis. So zoonosis is a process when animals pass harmful pathogens to human beings, okay? Examples of zoonosis are Ebola in Africa, the severe acute respiratory syndrome, which is known as SARS, and the current COVID-19 pandemic was likely caused by this process. Most researchers think that, okay? The zoonosis might happen in the following cases. Directly through animal bites, mordidas de animales, okay? We can get this type of virus. The consumption of raw, remember raw? Crudo, of raw or undercooked animal meat, okay? If we eat animals, with raw meat, okay? Or through contaminated water, or indirectly if humans come into contact with a surface that has been contaminated by an infected animal, okay? This may happen with wild animals and livestock, okay? Both can pass on disease, okay? So very important to know this. So as you know, as I said before, zoonosis is that when animals pass harmful, dañino, pathogens to human beings. So remember that, okay? Let's practice. And we got the first practice on page 80 of your booklet, okay? What's the main idea of the reading? ¿Cuál es la idea principal de la lectura? Teacher Evelyn and Miss Moreno are going to help me here, okay, with the responses. So let's see, I got a student here. Okay, what's the main idea of the reading? ¿Cuál es la idea principal? Okay, no, A, there is a hypothesis that pandemic emerged due to zoonosis. There is a hypothesis, okay, hypothesis. B, pandemics emerged due to zoonosis, or climate change is the principal cause of pandemic. So what do you think? What is the main idea? Is a hypothesis, pandemic emerged, or climate change is the principal cause of pandemic? A, B, or C? What do you think, Teacher Evelyn?
Okay, it will be the letter A.
Letter A. There is a hypothesis that the pandemic emerged due to zoonosis. Okay, we don't have actual evidence of that. We got just some important things that we know about this, but we cannot say for sure that is the situation. That is a fact, exactly. Identify the supplementary ideas of the reading. Okay, what is the supplementary idea? So you will say if it's true or false according to the reading. Number 1, zoonosis is a possible cause for COVID-19. Possible cause?
Oh yeah, possible.
That
yes.
is true, okay? Yes. Mm-hmm. Number 2, researchers do not believe in zoonosis. True or false?
False.
That's false. They believe on that, okay? Some of them believe that. 3, there are 2 ways of spreading a virus or bacteria. No, because
No,
false,
it's
because
not
it,
two
it
ways.
doesn't say anything about that.
Exactly.
Number 4, people should continue eating exotic meat.
False.
False. No, that's not correct, okay? And number 5, some illnesses have emerged due zoonosis.
Yes.
True.
Yes.
Okay, we see examples with the Ebola and SARS. Okay, let's talk about grammar, and we're gonna talk about gerund and infinitive form. Okay, a gerund is a verb in its ing present participle form that functions as a noun when we add ing to the verb. Okay, cuando le agregamos ing al verbo. Sometimes that verb can be used as a noun. Ese verbo con la ing puede ser utilizado como un sustantivo. For example, global warming has brought some negative impacts of the environment. El calentamiento global ha traído un impacto negativo para el medio ambiente. Global warming. So in this case, it is working as a noun. Está funcionando como un sustantivo. But also, it can be used after another verb. Pero también podemos utilizar la ing en un verbo que va después de otro verbo. Okay? For example, scientists recommend stop doing activities. Los científicos recomiendan parar de hacer actividades. Okay? So, in this case, we add ing to the second verb. Le agregamos la ing al segundo verbo. Some verbs that take ing form after the verbs. Algunos verbos con los que podemos utilizar o el siguiente verbo con ing. Recommend, report, discuss, avoid, keep, or continue. For example, if I want to say, continúa leyendo, continue reading. Okay? Infinitive is a verb form that acts as other parts of a speech in a sentence. It is formed with to plus base form of the verb. Okay? Cuando utilizamos el verbo con su forma, en su forma base, con la preposición to delante. To buy, comprar. To work, trabajar. Okay? The position at the beginning of a sentence when used as a subject or after the verb, like an object. Lo podemos utilizar también at the beginning, en el inicio de la oración, or after another verb, o después de otro verbo. Okay? We see the examples. At the beginning, al inicio. To seek some strategies for stopping the virus spread is the purpose. To seek some strategy, en busca de estrategias, de algunas estrategias. Okay? Also, we got another example using it after another verb. Vamos a ver un ejemplo ahora usándolo después de otro verbo. People need to stop contaminating the ecosystem. Las personas necesitan parar de contaminar los ecosistemas. Some verbs that we can use after with infinitive form. Algunos verbos que podemos usar con la forma infinitiva. Need, seek, want, wish, demand, wish. Teacher Evelyn, you want to say something?
Yeah, sorry. I want to say greetings to Nefta Limasa, hello, and Mayelo. It's Melissa Guevara. Hello to them.
Hello, okay. And we got to practice here. Let's do it. Okay, we're running out of time, but I guess we can do this practice. Let's practice. Underline the gerund or the infinitive form. Aquí nos pide, that is on page 81, en la página 81, underline the gerund or the infinitive form. Nos pide subrayar el gerundio o la forma infinitiva que encontremos en la oración. Teacher Evelyn is going to help me just to say that part, okay? Solo diciendo cuál es la parte que hay que subrayar, okay? Some researchers report receiving some data about possible new illnesses. Which one? Receiving. That is a gerund. Gerund because we're adding ing form. Estamos agregando la ing. B. To demand more resources for the environment research is the purpose of this meeting.
Okay, to demand.
To demand, exactly.
And
okay.
then meeting.
Okay. Well, but in this case, yeah, meeting is working as a noun, como un sustantivo, to demand as an infinitive, okay?
That's right.
To an infinitive form. C. Some people need to label areas where exotic animals are living. So in this case will be
To
to level. Okay. So we got another practice here that is on page 81, but we're running out of time. So you can do this, okay, at home. And we got another important or interesting thing that you need to know in order to complete your assignment in the booklet, okay? Cause and effect, causa y efecto. Cause is the thing that makes other things, okay? Other things happen. An effect refers to what results. Cause is the thing that makes other things happen. Effect refers to what is the result. So what results, okay? A tornado blew the roof of the house, and as a result, the family had to find another place to live, okay? So this is just something important to know. You got your assignment on page 82 that you can solve at home.
Sorry,
Teacher
Teacher
Evelyn.
Yosira. Jay Sal said, nice lesson, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you for being here and participating in class. So time is up.
That's
And we
right.
have to finish. And let's see you next class.
Friday.
Okay. Bye-bye and take care.
Bye.
Vamos a coro todo el mundo. Edúcate, edúcate, edúcate. Conéctate, conéctate, conéctate. Somos el futuro de la
A continuación, Noticiero Nacional Vespertino. Síguenos en Instagram, @NacionalFM Panamá. Somos más radio en las redes sociales.
Un día como hoy, 25 de septiembre de 1972, en Noruega, el pueblo rechaza el referéndum ingresar en la Comunidad Económica Europea. Un día como hoy, en Nacional FM.
Atención panameños, este lunes 21 de septiembre se reactivan las actividades deportivas federativas, pero sin asistencia de público, de lunes a sábado, y respetando el toque de queda de cada área. Deberán cumplirse estrictamente los protocolos y normas sanitarias establecidas y proveer los implementos de bioseguridad a todos los involucrados. Cuídate y cuida a los tuyos. No bajemos la guardia.
La ley del pase U no solo significa un impulso a la educación, sino que al premiar la excelencia estamos favoreciendo la cultura de la meritocracia, recompensando el sacrificio que rinde frutos, el propósito y la voluntad de ser mejor.
Es una oportunidad muy grande para todos los estudiantes que la poseemos y nos anima a estudiar y a seguir adelante. Quiero exhortar a todos los estudiantes que me están viendo en este momento de la República de Panamá a que se esfuercen y sean valientes. Recuerda que tú mismo te pones tus límites.
¿Cuáles son las medidas de bioseguridad?
Las medidas son ponerse gel alcoholado, lavarse las manos por 20 segundos, usar la mascarilla y medir la distancia por 2 metros.
Yo me siento orgulloso de ustedes. Sigan estudiando. Ustedes, esta segunda beca es por el esfuerzo, es por la dedicación, es por la disciplina. Ustedes son ganadores. Yo me siento orgulloso de cada uno de ustedes.
Nacional FM y Crisol FM te informan. Usa correctamente la mascarilla en el trabajo para evitar el contagio del COVID-19. Asegúrate que cubra tu nariz y boca. No te la pongas ni en el cuello ni en la cabeza. Si la tocas, lávate las manos. Si tu mascarilla es de tela, lávala con agua y jabón diariamente. Recuerda, si no es necesario